Brain health. In this webinar, I'll be working in a much deeper way than I've worked before with the brain. I've done many webinars on the brain, and this one is really having a much deeper effect. In the last week, something really profound came in while working with the brain, and also, for example, with the amygdala, is how we relate. What is the relationship with inner and outer world, and what is our response to the inner and outer world? So, if, for example, the amygdala has a lot of trauma from your childhood or from the ancestors, it has that veil, almost like a shaking veil between communicating with the inner and outer world. Rather than stepping into the experience, you're separating from the experience with a vibration of shaking or nervousness or fear in the system. So that's what it's doing with everything in your life. So what I realized when I start working with the amygdala by connecting to the blueprint of the amygdala and all the organs and the full brain, the different parts of the brain, it sort of like brings us into direct communication with life by stepping into life, into the experience in a really connected way. So this webinar is going to be 4 webinars, and we're going to work through specific key locations in the brain so you can really embody and drop into, say, the blueprint, the origin of how the brain is without the programming, without the trauma in the system, which then brings you into a much deeper state of presence and feeling connected with the inner outer world in this relationship of safety and of peace, harmony in the system. So the way I work is I'm going to be working with the key parts of the brain, allowing you to activate them, to bring up the blueprint of them, and to clear what is between that. So and then your spirit drops in much deeper, much more safe in the system. And I want to do it in a way that you will experience each part of the brain so you can drop into it yourself, because this is something that you need to repeat yourself at home and practice and flex just as you do go into the gym. You know, this is part of your daily practice. I want to give it in a way that it's part of your daily practice to work with your own brain. Brain health for me is crucial, and it's very important to be aware how it's regulated. If it's out of regulation, to bring it back into coherence again. And you can do that really consciously. And by clearing the vibration of these fears and old trauma-based responses from the system, you will be able to regulate much easier. And this is what I want to bring in for all of you in this webinar, is that you can really be sovereign to each part of the brain, feel it, sense it, and feel and sense when it's out of balance, and you yourself bring it back into balance. So I'm going to be offering different tools, different ways to do that, and give you the experience of it, because when you experience it and you clear those fields, you're back into harmony again immediately in the system. So yeah, I'm excited to bring this in, because I notice the impact in the sessions I'm having in the last week, last days, how impactful that is when you drop into the brain. It sort of like takes you out of that trauma-based survival living and brings you more present and more safe in the body. And then that's the inner world. So then the outer world has direct communication with that part of you. So I'm looking forward to bringing this in. And yeah, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be something that will give you the tools. And it's another piece of the jigsaw puzzle of life and the keys of life. Each webinar is bringing in different keys, and it's helping us to embody different parts of the system. For healing to become whole, it's like a jigsaw puzzle of life. And this is how I work, is to find the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle. So this for me is a very big part of the jigsaw puzzle, as it was with the genetics that we did before, or the nervous system embodiment, or results. So they're all different pieces of the puzzle. And for me, it's crucial, crucial, crucial to really to know and to be active in your own brain and the different locations of the brain, and to feel them and sense them and to regulate them yourself. You know, we've been programmed that we cannot heal the brain. We can heal it, we can change it, we can bring more blood circulation to it, we can bring more oxygen to the brain, we can liven up the brain. And this is what I'd really, or freshen it up, is a better word. So this is what I'd really love to support you to do. Have a beautiful day or weekend, and yeah, I'll see you at the webinar. If this is a part of your life that you'd like to be more sovereign with and to embody much more in a creative way. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.